What's up, WOT Prep? Coach CJ here, coming to you live, well recorded, from a hotel in the middle of nowhere, Illinois, because on the way back from the games, we had some car trouble, and so the truck and the trailer are in the shop getting fixed. Everyone's fine, but a little delay. So it's Tuesday. We're supposed to be home yesterday morning. We should be on the road here in a couple of hours. So in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about the next phase coming up. All right, so um, first off, we're going to talk about something that we're adding into WOT Prep training, which is, as all of you know, WOT Prep is our niche is skill courses, right? Muscle up, bar muscle up, rope climbs, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I don't know, 25 of them. But what we're going to do for our paying athletes that follow our program, okay? This is for our athletes in the RX track. If you're in the intermediate track, you should be doing all of that intermediate work. That's because you struggle with kipping, handstand push-ups, kipping pull-ups, kipping chest to bars, butterfly kind of work, etc. Okay, that's where that's the track that you should be in. If you're in compete, you should have all of the skills 100%. Okay, now, but in our RX track, okay, we have a lot of athletes that still struggle with muscle ups, bar muscle ups, and handstand walks. Okay, I know some of you struggle with rope climbs, but most people can just do a rope climb. So we will just add it. We'll be having rope climbs in our training in this phase coming up. So we won't really take and create a piece for those. So for our RX athletes, the athletes that follow the Masters RX that are missing one or more of those skills, what we're going to do is we're going to create what we call fixed length courses. And so, or fixed length programs. And so those will be in WOT Up. Everyone will have access to them. You'll see that week's programming. It'll be 2 workouts. You can do one, or you can do both, or you can do it for 3 days and choose one to hit again. Okay, and so that's going to be available to you. They're going to be 8 to 10 weeks long. Okay, and very similar to our courses, but just a little bit shorter and designed to help you work on one of those 3 skills. Okay, you'll see those skills pop up. You'll put them in on most likely on Tuesdays when you see some of that muscle up work, and then most likely again on Fridays instead of the strict gymnastics work. Okay, but as we kind of start going through, you guys can ask if you're unsure where to put it during the week. We will help you decide what to take out and where to put that. Okay. Okay. So one more time, this is their skill courses similar to our WOT Prep Academy, our school, but they're 2 days a week and they're designed to be added into our current training. If you follow RX, you're missing one of those 3 skills. This is for you. If you're missing chest to bars or you're missing kipping, handstand push-ups, etc., then you need to be in the intermediate track. So we will not have those individualized things for those. You need to be in the intermediate track because that will be working on developing those skills as a whole. The intermediate track is going to have a more emphasis on developing gymnastics as it always has. Okay, now everyone's been right, drum roll. What's the next phase going to look like? All right, so we're just going to go Monday through Saturday. Okay. All right, so we took the whole year and we really kind of assessed what we saw the most, right? And so, as far as like open, quarterfinals, semifinals games, all right, so we'll just kind of work our way through and discuss what we're going to do. So we're going to go into our full lifts. So Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Mondays, we're going to do clean and jerks, full lifts, okay, tech work and jerk work and some pulls. Wednesday is going to be snatch work, full snatches and some pulls. And then Saturday will be split jerks from the rack, okay? And so that's our main Olympic focus. Wednesdays and Saturdays, I said I was going to go Monday through, but we'll just go this way. You guys will see it. Wednesday and Saturday will be our squat volume. We're going to front squat for what we call auto regulation. Okay, so basically you're going to have the time, a set amount of time to do max reps, rest time, and then repeat it. And so this is kind of a play on the muscular endurance that we've been working on, but just a little bit lower volume. And then Saturday, we're going to do the back squat 20 rep max. Okay, we're going to start light and we're going to build for the entire phase every Saturday. Okay, so building that 20 rep max. Okay, then back to Monday. Monday's conditioning will be a named workout, focusing on something short under the 6 to 8 minute time cap. So Diane, Annie, Fran, Karen, Grace, Isabel, etc. So we're really focusing on power output. Okay. And then our compete track, you guys, it's still going to look kind of the same, mainly because we just don't have too many people doing all of it. And so until we do, it's just going to be the second session work is going to be zone work. And then compete on Tuesdays, we are going to have a secondary gymnastics piece to really focus on legless rope climb work and some crossover double under stuff, and probably more muscle up work when we don't hit muscle ups in the training on Tuesdays. Okay, then on Tuesday, it will be handstand walks and muscle ups, and for the intermediate track, you guys will work continued wall walks and most likely some kipping bar volume there. And everyone's gonna vertical press for strength and vertical and press for accessory. And then this is going to be our run conditioning day. We're going to do something what we call fartlek running, which is basically kind of like faster and slower paces throughout a continuous running cycle. Okay, like I said, we're going to work our snatch work and front squat on Wednesday. And then Wednesday's conditioning is going to be negative pace splits. And so what that means is basically we're going to mandate you start slow and you're going to build your paces and get faster throughout it. We're going to start with a lot of work rest, with longer rests, so you feel very recovered so you can get faster. And then we're going to start to take the rest away so you can actually learn what it's like to truly get faster in a workout. Okay, and this is the second most important thing in this phase for pretty much all of you, because most of you don't know how to pace, and it just is what it is. Okay, but you'll get better at it, I promise. Compete, you guys are going to go through um, uh, so you'll have 4 second sessions. Obviously, if you don't do them all, it's fine, but this will be your biker conditioning here. Okay. Basically the same thing on Mondays and Wednesdays. It'll be biker for both of those days. And then you will have run work on Fridays. It'll be a little bit different. It'll just be some added aerobic work on those days. Okay. And then on Fridays, everyone is going to go through basically a Linda strength progression. So deadlift, bench press, and hang squat clean, since we're already pulling from the ground on Mondays. And we'll have a lot of Olympic work in our conditioning throughout the phase. We're going to do the hang squat clean. And so basically we looked at Linda. We really enjoy the workout. Me and Orlando, we really like that workout overall. But it's just kind of it's very focused, and it's something that we definitely could see come up in the open because it's very accessible, like a dumbbell floor press or something like that. So we're going to basically utilize Linda to kind of drive a strength progression of deadlift, bench press, and hang squat clean there. Then we're going to go into our strict gymnastic work. This is another day we'll kind of put in your muscle up or handstand walk work if that's what you're working on. If you have them, then you'll kind of stay here. And so the strict gymnastic work will be compounding in pre-fatigue. So we'll basically be working core fatigue into pike ups or V ups or GHD sit ups, or pulling fatigue into strict pull ups, or press fatigue into vertical pressing, strict handstand push ups. And then based on our testing from the last phase, we did a 1-minute bike count. Now, most of you skipped it, which is fine. Shame on all of you that didn't do it. But it was a 1-minute max calories in the bike, and the group didn't do very well. Okay, so we are going to really hammer some power bike work for this entire phase. It's boring, it's long, it hurts really bad, but it's going to be a main focus. Okay, Saturday, like I said, back squat 20 rep max, split jerk technique work. And then this is going to be our odd object day. We're going to high prioritize kettlebells because it's accessible to everybody for sure. But you will start to see some sandbag work in here as well, but we're going to really mainly focus on the kettlebell clean and jerk, kettlebell snatch, overhead carries, front rack carries, kettlebell lunges, front rack lunges, overhead lunges, etc. So kettlebell galore Saturdays. Okay, that's the phase. I hope you guys are excited. I'm excited. I'm ready to get home. We've been gone for like 11 days at this point. Hopefully we'll be on the road soon. We'll be home tomorrow. If you guys have any questions, make sure to let us know. This should be in WOT up in a day. Obviously, you only see it when it's up, but thank you guys for everything. You guys give me the opportunity to have the best job in the world. So I love all of you, and can't wait to see you on the leaderboard. Adios.